Back like we never left, Daydara. Back like we never freaking left. It was a good, like, eight and a third ball from the Mariners today. Eight and a third from the Seattle Mariners today. But psych, we lost. F this team is about right. Juan Burgos likely will not be making the everyday, the opening day roster, which is unfortunate for him. You never want to see one. Good, lucky for you, accent. You probably won't. Is Colton here? Should we see if he's here? Should we just take a peek? Like, really quick? Ooh! Oh, no. He's not here, Lucario. Not here. Not true because you watch minor league games? Can't even give yourself a break, huh? You can't even escape it yourself. Like, you are your own problem. You are your own worst enemy. I should put on the chat box and the alert box and the stream labels. Professional streamer over here, by the way. It's just a black screen. Yeah. I know. Holding laws. We're like holding these. What's poppin'? Diehard, a little late to the stream today than I normally would, realistically. Normally I'm like live maybe like 15 minutes after game ends, typically. But I was riding the wave of a 2-4 win for quite a while there, and then, as we've mentioned, Juan Burgos came in and pitched and did not get the job done. So, yeah, a little late to stream because I was kind of figuring out how I wanted to package it, and the lineup 1 through 6. The lineup 1 through freaking 6. Seahawks 12th man mentioned it. No, it's solid. It's so good right now, dude. It's unreal how well the majority of like our regulars, I want to call it, should I call them regulars? Is that an appropriate thing to call, the regular fixtures in our lineup? Like they're customers. Julio batting 400. Polanco batting 407. Garver batting 346. Cal Raleigh batting 348. Mitch Haniger batting 480. Ty France 290. He's modest. He's a little bit more on the humble side. Okay. I didn't mention Dylan Moore at the top of the order today, leading off. JP getting a day off, batting 320. JP also having himself a nice spring. So everyone, maybe not everybody, everybody's a stretch, but the majority of the regular fixtures in the Mariners offense, JP's batting 296. They're looking really good. What's goody in the hoodie? Yo, in an actual hoodie, Jensen, hello. Things are good. I'm happy to be a Mariners fan on this day because spring training losses do not matter, but that is okay. You should have not Colton have a special guest appearance. Lucario, I know I'm like 5 minutes late to reading that message. Wave check. Having not Colton make an appearance would be really hard because I'd have to pre-record myself having a conversation, which would be kind of hard. Chris, hello. Jorge Polanco is allergic to not hitting the ball. Dude is a glitch right now. He's legitimately a glitch for the Mariners. Dude's got it. Happy to be a Mariners fan. Loser mentality. Hey, man. All in a day's work. Truthfully, all in a day's work. Juan Burgos, Cy Young. He will be giving us legitimate high leverage innings in 2025. Haniger's batting like 470. Yeah, so, of course, regression to the mean. If any of these batters are hitting above 400 for like 2 weeks of the season, I'll be pretty happy. Joe Random would have closed out that game. True. Road to the show, Joe Random. Not even a pitcher, Joe Random. Like, I think position player pitching, Joe Random, fresh out the combine, getting drafted, immediately moved up to the MLB, skipping any part of the minor leagues, probably closes out that game. The Luke Weaver Award? God. So you asked, Accent, who gets the last bullpen spot? How's the bullpen guys looking? See, Jensen, we're there. Threw two pitches in two spots the entire ninth inning. Just wipe erase it from your memory. Just a little like wipe like you're the Men in Black. Little that little thing. Last bullpen spot. I mean, Snyder had another good day today, right? Snyder pitched pretty well. It's definitely not Mauricio Llovera. I think they've already established that he got sent down and made it to the minors. He will be in Tacoma. Walter, yeah, dude. Logan Gilbert was locked in today. Definition of locked in. Can't touch it. This stuff matters. This matters to me, man. No, I get it. It's hard to like watch your team struggle, even though it's guys that you've probably never heard of. But like it's they're donning the Mariners jersey for a reason. Llovera got DFA'd. Yeah, he did. Tyson Miller's also looked really good. I was looking at today, like Colin Snyder, 1 2/3, 1K, nothing, no hits, nothing. So that was kind of like, fresh on the mind. Tyson Miller is a name that has kind of emerged, I would say, especially with Brash. He is doing okay, I think, ramping up long toss. Santos obviously got shut down, but both will not be ready opening day, maybe middle April, late May. Maybe. Did he really get DFA'd? Yes. He cleared like waivers though. Like he will be in Tacoma. But yeah, Llovera, his velo's down like 2 or 3 miles per hour than is normal. And yeah, just not looking good, especially today. Only pitched a third of an inning, got 1 out, gave up 4 hits and 2 earned runs. He's got a 12.6 ERA on the spring. So not great. Not great for Llovera, but yeah, accent. Tyson Miller is another good shout. So Munoz, Stanek, Spire, Sauce, Thornton, Voth, Tyson Miller. Am I missing a name? I've got to be missing a name from that. If I just type any of the names, and it'll be like, oh, how did you forget that name? Like, is Carlos Vargas making the team? Like, feels like Canzone greater than Rayleigh. Canzone is playing better this spring for sure. Eric, definitely. I know Luke Rayleigh was very excited that he got another hit. I think it was in yesterday's game. A bunch of people on Twitter were kind of like posting about the fact that, oh, Buttrey, Miller, or Crable. Yeah. Buttrey and Crable were the two names. Mainly Buttrey. But yeah, Rayleigh got another hit yesterday, his second of the spring. And, his average is still in the dump. But people were excited that he got a hit. He was excited that he got a hit. So if he, starts catching some more barrels, getting hot at the end of spring, might not be a bad thing. Because by the end of spring, say you struggle the entirety of March and you get hot right when you're ready to play regular season baseball. I mean, maybe Luke Rayleigh had the right idea the whole time. Jay Gutierrez always coming in with the like the stream, bro. Zephyr, I'm going to be honest. I'm trying to read some of the messages you're saying, and some of the times those messages, like when they come in so quick like that, I'm trying to process them in the middle of it, but I see you. Poopy Head doesn't trust Urias's arm at third. Yeah, I think it's an interesting situation where his fielding has definitely looked suspect at times, but as more repetitions happen, you work up the arm strength. Maybe it'll get better and sort itself out by opening day. And I mean, Josh Rojas defensively at third's not the best. I don't know like what their official what their plan kind of will be. Urias is sus. Because like Polanco can go play third for all I care if they feel like Rojas and Urias would serve them better at second. So because of the cavernous dimensions, oh, naturally. Okay, got it. Got it. Hi gamers, Micah, hello. And the Marine layer, tough, dude. Polanco is much worse defensively. Yeah. So I guess my question is, do you take the lesser of two evils by guys that aren't getting everyday reps versus like Polanco will probably get everyday reps to where he can maybe sort himself out more? Like, I don't know. Like, I guess you probably take the lesser of two evils by like having the platoon at the position that is the weakest defensively out of like the entire infield probably. So that way, if there are lapses in their ability fielding, they're fewer and far between because you've got two guys there to make up for it, I guess. I don't really know. I don't know what the I'm not sure what the plan or the solution to the poor infield defense will be. Who knows if, even there will be poor infield defense. It's just as it stands, it's looking not great. But what happened to Anthony? I want to say either P got reported too many times by people on the channel, or like because I feel like I've seen him in other comment sections, so I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Third is harder than second, so you trade off for the bad arm. It's fair. It's a good point. Want to buy a Julio jersey, but should I not with these new Fanatic ones? Yeah, the new ones aren't great. I would be interested to see if they have any from last year, just kind of like hanging around the team stores. But so if you could like snag like some of those beforehand, before they swap them all out. I'm not gonna endorse purchasing reps, some fake ones like from DHgate or anything like that. But there you go. Daydara's got the hookup. They still have the old ones. Buy the old ones. Perfect. Hot take. George Kirby should get an opening day start. That's hot takes. Unless it's just one take. You think George Kirby gets opening day? Maybe next year. Not this year. Castillo. Eric said he looked good. I still think he looks good. Castillo is still the number one on this team. But by the end of the season, I wouldn't be surprised if George Kirby, takes him over. But Kirby will get an opening day start in a Mariners uniform. Likely next year would be my guess. So don't worry, Lucario. It'll happen. It'll happen. Do you think they play Pink Floyd while doing infield drills at the wall? Well, Braden, all in all, you're just another brick in the wall. If you're familiar. I can get like a hello, hello, hello. Are you feeling good? Kind of a thing, but haven't they already confirmed Castillo? Yeah, no. It's not like this is just Lucario saying this is what he wanted to happen. Yeah, Castillo's opening day. Like without question. Without question. There was one comment that I wanted to reply to like a while ago, and I don't remember. I don't know. It has escaped me. By the way, what one of you is pink? I mean, my dad's name is Floyd, and his favorite band, unironically, this is complete coincidence. It's complete coincidence. My dad's name is Floyd, and his favorite band of all time is Pink Floyd. So, that's neither here nor there. But it's pretty fun. Thanks for playing. Of course, dude. Of course. Kirby opens the playoffs? That sounds wrong. They are just because, whatever. The embarrassment of our riches in our rotation is insane. That is a very eloquent way to put it. Tried and true. It really is. Because you've probably got three guys, Castillo, Kirby, Gilbert, who would be ones on a good amount of teams. You know what I mean? On a good amount of teams. Whether or not, there's obviously the teams that don't, that they probably wouldn't overtake. But I could think of, the Red Sox. I feel like they're opening day starters for any, on the Red Sox. Can you start the series opener? You can throw out the first pitch. Daydara, if you really want to. How about this? You come down to me in California, and we'll throw out a ceremonial first pitch in our backyard, my backyard, for opening day for the stream. We'll get a camera set up out there. As the game's about to start, we'll do a we'll do a first pitch, and we'll call it a day. How about that? Do you still think we need to get a big bats for left field or third base just in case of injuries? I just don't know where it fits in right now. I think you probably they're rolling with what they have. I'd say going like it is much too close to the regular season to be thinking about like another bat like that. That's more so like you're saying like an injury does happen. They let the next guy up play. If he doesn't figure it out, then you go make a trade. Or closer to the deadline if the Mariners are in it, you could see them maybe upgrade at either that like I think third base first and then maybe a corner outfield depending on how everyone's looking, but I would put more confidence into the outfield than I would at third base as it stands, even though I'm super high on Josh Rojas. Let it be known. Don't care about any sort of projections, whether or not he's starting to slump a little bit in spring. Don't care. Rojas is a dog in my eyes, and that's just the way it'll be. That's just the way it'll be. Would you take this team over the 2022 team? Yeah, I think so. You just have a mature Julio. You have a Julio that's probably going to give you 40-40 or could give you 40-40. Whereas like he was, didn't even touch 30-30 that year. Obviously, his growth, I think, shows one that your best position player from the 2022 team is better now. Yeah, I'm taking that team, the new better team. Senzel could be some very cheap insurance for Urias. He is on the Nationals. If the Nationals hold on to Senzel at the deadline, like they could, that's their choice. But also, he could be a trade piece for them potentially, or Abraham Toro on the Athletics. JD Davis is an Athletic now. Reunite with the Honest Bull really quickly. You know what I mean? Really quickly. Any missed free agents this cycle that stand out as far as like guys that I think the Mariners should have signed or like could have signed? Is Toro on the A's as it stands right now? Yes. As far as like if Triton, if you're talking about with guys that the Mariners I think could have signed, like the Duvals, or maybe like Tommy Pham is still available. Like that was a position or like an area in which I felt like you just sign someone there to platoon or be a fourth outfielder, like with Rayleigh, Mitch, and then that fourth outfielder, instead of having it be Dom Canzone or Taylor Trammell or Cade Marlowe. Obviously, Trammell doesn't probably clear waivers, so you either trade him or he's gone. And then Marlowe and Canzone just start out in AAA and get reps all year. And if Haniger goes down, okay, one of them comes up. If Rayleigh is a big regression thing, all right, then one of those guys comes up. So I feel like one of those cheap, because every one of these veteran corner outfield, platoon types are unbelievably cheap right now. Like Adam Duvall for $3 million. I think there was a part of the Hit It Here podcast, like obviously this would be months ago at this point, but I was talking about Duvall for like $7 million. Now he's signing for $3 million with the Braves. But when was the last time someone's that signed over the offseason got traded before the season even started though? Like a zero, like a not point. That's so many zeros. Talking about Senzel getting traded. Yeah, I think it would be more of like a deadline thing for any of those kind of trades to happen. But Braves be feeling the Jared Kelenic effect. It has definitely taken the Braves nation by storm, it seems. But think they could have gotten Juan Soto, I believe. But what do you think? For the right package, sure. It's just, would it have been worth it for the Mariners long term? Because you're likely not looking at a roster that contains one of Bryce Miller or Brian Wu. Maybe not likely. You are guaranteeing yourself not looking at Bryce Miller or Brian Wu on the Mariners uniform for 1 year of Juan Soto, plus one of the top three prospects in Ford, Young, or Emerson, depending on who they want. The Padres had Salas, or have Salas. They have Jackson Merrill, who can be a shortstop, or obviously he is now their starting center fielder on opening day, which is good for him. And they've got plenty of depth at short and I feel like second in general, just because of all the free agents that they've signed. So for the Padres, like it's Miller or Wu, like another MLB guy, probably like I don't know if you go as high as like Dom Canzone as like the fourth outfielder type that goes to the Padres and becomes an outfielder for them, and then a top three prospect, and then another like probably like top 15 realistically. So like the Soto thing is like it's crazy to think back that like we were part of that conversation in rumors, whether or not it was true or not, but you know. Hello, America stuff. Hello, hello. Bet online. The game starts here. You get it, Lucario. M's have a ton of 4A guys and guys that have limited MLB success. No need to trade for a backup piece that could cost you a prospect. Nats would want a prospect. Yeah, for Senzel, I think. However, like how high the ceiling is for that prospect, I'm not sure. Like, could we get him for like the level of player to be named later that we got Samad Taylor for? I'm not sure. I really like the Samad Taylor trade now, being that I did not know the name of the guy that we traded to get him. So, like, that could have been a situation, you know. Feel like the Mariners fans might have been celebrating a bit early regarding Miller Wu not being traded until they see us going big at the deadline. That includes one in a package. Sure. And I think, depending on how the pitching market looks or how Emerson Hancock looks, I think the big celebration with Miller or Wu is because we had a lot of question marks surrounding Emerson Hancock. So with him looking good in spring, I think there's a bit more hope as far as maybe not hope, but just like if you then trade Miller or Wu and you have Hancock be your number 5, it's like that can probably still play pretty well so long as you like fill a need with that trade. But you probably want like at least some sort of like not like Tommy Malone. That's crazy. But like the Tommy Malone-esque pitcher where it's like a been there, done that major leaguer that can go out and give you 5 or 6 to allow Hancock or Stout to take a day off or like reset if they need to. But JD is like sticking Bartolo Colon in the outfield. Yeah, I see the JD Martinez. Obviously, Mitch Garver just like is the biggest wrench in any DH signing really. But any thoughts beyond age? Why are all the projections so harsh? And Solano doesn't hit the ball hard. Eric does not have a lot of big exit velocity stuff. Obviously, a very like pure hitter it seems. And so it could be a situation where projection models see that and they're like, okay, his BABIP might have been high or whatever. So it's easier to regress to a larger like it's easier to see a larger regression than like a bit more of a consistency. John Knapp wants Blake Snell. Give me Snell. I'm happy that the Astros have balked at the price that Snell asked for, the 2 years 66. 2 for $50 million? Like honestly, sure, don't care. I just wanted to sign so all the conversation around it can just kind of subside. Just go away. That's the big thing is like with these bigger name free agents not being signed, and it is St. Patty's Day. Happy St. Patty's Day. It's also my dad's birthday. Double dad references in the stream today. W. Say happy birthday to my dad or else. It's just weird that these like Jordan Montgomery, Blake Snell, like those guys aren't signed, and these should have been names that people are chomping at the bit for at the beginning of the offseason. But of course, asking price and everything like that is just like hard. And Lucario saying he wants $33 million a year, 2 years, $66 million. Ouch. Are you you aren't wearing green, Joe? You haven't seen my underwear. I'm just kidding. Um, that's neither here nor there. I'm Irish, so it doesn't count. I'll play that card. Snell is a huge luxury. We need a bullpen arm. Go get Chapman. Like a Aroldis Chapman? Dude is a Pittsburgh Pirate. He is signed already, Michael, unfortunately. You think Snell would give us a hometown discount? I mean, the 2 years 50 would be I guess a discount from the reported asking price of 66 million, but show the ancestry. There's a little bit of like a red patch in my beard over here. How about this? What if I said tree turty tree? Does that sound Irish enough for you? Tree turty tree going to Dublin. How about that? Is that good enough? Low key excited for Stanek. Trust the guys in our lab to return to his 2022 form. If that's that's another guy that it could be kind of flying under the radar. He's getting 4 mil, which is like kind of surprising how late in the offseason. Like he's getting more money than Adam Duvall. Put that into perspective a little bit. So Mickey McFinnigan. Lovely. Get aggressive. It's not like the Pirates are trying to compete. If we're trading with the Pirates, go get Cabrian Hayes too. And then just axe the platoon of Urias and Rojas and go get the best defensive third baseman in the league. Bang. What was I saying? Stanek. It could be good. Could be a big, like, low risk, high reward. Also, Astros secrets, always a great thing to get. But, never a guarantee that he's willing to divulge said secrets. I'll drink that Kool-Aid with you. Perfect. Perfect, Michael. I'm glad we're on the same page. Now, see a former side with risk as worth the same contract Robbie got? Yeah, I just think the length just isn't going to play. So then you have to shorten the contract and up the AAV because the Mariners got out of Robbie Ray's contract probably because they looked at their ledger ahead money-wise and were like, oh, yeah, we don't want to pay him that anymore. So why would they want to do that to Blake Snell? Pirates got that all MLB bad husbands. Yeah, no, it's the Domingo Herman signing is quite interesting for the Buccos over there. But outfield worries you in third base? Well, our outfield, aside from Luke Raley, is smashing right now. Seatown fan. And third base is doing okay. I know it's spring. I'm just trolling. But like, if Haniger can stay healthy, give us like 100, 110 games, like playing well, that's a huge dub. Like better than I would have expected. Like more, and the way he's looked this spring, I'm feeling better about it, which is scary in the same way. It's kind of scary being excited about Mitch Haniger because we all know who's better, Rojas or Canzone. I am gonna say Rojas by like that much. By the end of the year, I think if Canzone is getting regular at bats, whether it be in AAA or the majors, I think Canzone will overtake Rojas in terms of like better player, like better skilled player. Like Canzone has a higher ceiling than where Josh Rojas has reached, which is a 2-win player. I think Canzone can pass that. It's just, whether or not he does. 16 likes, can we make it 20? Eric's out here trying to help me out, and I appreciate it, Eric. Thank you so much. Haniger better not rupture his other. I like the typos, Michael. The typos make it funny. Tedical. Imagine though, that would be really bad luck. Did I ever do my Java updates? No. Did I get one in the middle of the stream? Did you hear the boom? Likely you did because I turned my computer on not too long ago to boot up the stream. The team is built like one of those teams you play in fantasy baseball that you're like easy money victory and then end up getting smashed. I mean, it's kind of glass bones, paper skin in certain positions for these guys, and I get that. Every day every morning they break their legs, every evening they break their arms. So you're getting boomer bust with probably Mitch because I guess both of them. Like if Garver's out for a while, tough. If Haniger's out for a while, tough. Like you have to figure it out after that. And that's what you're kind of banking on with either Garver DHing a bunch, so he's not getting injured, so he's giving you 120 games, 130 games. Haniger, when the offseason where, we could have re-signed him, could have given the qualifying offer, he went to San Francisco. There was like interviews or articles written, or he was talking about how he's taking his health into his 30s a lot more seriously than he thought other people around the league were, trying to make sure that his body would, I guess, reward him or make better, like, I don't know how to word what I'm trying to say, but like he was attempting to right the wrongs that his body just like kept causing it, like injuries just kept happening. And of course that didn't go very well for Haniger in San Francisco. So you just have to kind of, fingers crossed for 2024. You hate it when, yeah, of course. Lol. Hate it. Also, lol. I saw a couple others. Lol, you were the first to wish my dad a happy birthday. I appreciate it. Imagine you wake up in the morning and can't even have kids anymore. Accent. I know that we were talking about ruptured testicles. But man, why you gotta hit it where it hurts? I'm sorry. Didar, are you celebrating? Are you celebrating right now? Munoz is actually from your hometown. Oh, okay, I see. I see why. Will M's win opening day? The easiest dub of their entire season. Basically only because it's the first game, so like it's the easiest win because there's only been one win. But yes, they will win opening day. They won opening. Did they win opening day last year? Yeah. Right? No. Yeah. Yeah. Ty France home run off Karen check. Yeah. Will Polanco be a top 5 second baseman in the league? I think he'll be a top 5 second baseman in the in the division. I see what you're saying. In the league. So like in sorry. In the American League, I'd put Altuve, Semien, maybe Geloff ahead of him, probably ahead of him, but like rookie, okay. I'm gonna say Semien and Altuve for right now, ahead of Polanco within the division. Now going out to the rest of the American League, Toronto, no, don't even know who's at second base. Espinal, Biggio, Kiner Falefa, hell no. Yankees, Glaber, it's close. In the division, really go out there with your pick. No. You think Jackson Holliday is the starting second baseman for Baltimore? Tampa Bay, like Brandon Lau, he's not better. Yes, obviously. Obviously. I feel like he's, yeah, top 5 within the league, and I didn't even go to the Central. Like Edward Julian? Are we worried about a guy that only hits for average? Where's the pop? Andres Jimenez had a down year. Mateo, yeah. Westberg isn't better than Holiday, neither is Mateo. True. Big if true accent. Spitting. Literally spitting. America stuff. W. Appreciate. Adam Frazier. Stop. Slapdick. You think the Orioles will be heading down L Road again this year? Edward Julian has power, bro. How many did he pop last year? How many did he pop? Let's see. 16 home runs and 89 hits. All right, he's got a little pop. He's got a little pop. All right, respect Edward Julian, okay? My bad. Never again will I disrespect. On me. Thank you for keeping me in check. What does the Savant page look like? Strikes out too much. Cringe. Imagine striking out, 31.4% of the time. Cringe. So cringe. Raul Ibanez, elite left field. Yo. Is that the best left fielder in Mariners history? Could have been Jared Kelenic. Mariners left fielders. Dom Canzone's gonna do it, by the way. He's gonna be. Yo, there's an article on MLB.com from 2020 by Greg Johns. Mariners top 5 left fielders. Johns takes. Number 1 is Raul Ibanez. Big Raul Ibanez shout. Number 2, Phil Bradley, Seatown fan. I see you with the Phil Bradley shout. Number 3, Randy Wynn, only there for a couple years. Tom Paciorek? How do you pronounce that? And then Stan Javier, bruh. He was there for 2 seasons. And that's a top 5 left fielder for 2 seasons? Got to step up our game. Jackson Merrill, yeah, dude. Yeah, Chris. Crazy. Starting center fielder. No Michael Saunders love? The Condor? Was he in left? Was he in left field? Come on, reference, just load. Let me look at his standard fielding. Oh, yeah, he was in left for a good bit. Eventually transitioned to center, though. Was in center for a good chunk after his, first 2 years. So, Ben Gamel, gosh. Pash or Etch, dog. Ain't no way that's how you pronounce that name. It was Paciorek or something crazy. Pacharek? Guys. Can we Mark McLemore? Oh boy. Goody played center? True. It's just a rotating door of outfielders. Left field is always kind of the forgotten position. It could have been Juan Soto. Juan Soto could have been the one to save left field for the Mariners. Respect Tim Beckham. Respect Tim Beckham's opening week. The Tokyo series. Respect. Jose Lopez. He's an all-star, by the way. Really? Oh, okay. See, now that I know that he was an announcer, respect, all the respect. Whoa! Isn't Hanner going to be the left field, though? I would assume he's going to be in right, and Dom or Luke Raley would be in left, would be my assumption. Jack M., whenever the Super Chat loads, they never load. With the alert, it takes a second sometimes. Jack M., $2 Super Chat, I appreciate it. Heart that. Nope, like that. Yep. Beautiful. If you had to trade Harry Ford, who is your target? I don't like the idea of trading Harry Ford, personally. Why is the alert box all the way down there? Harry for Soto at the deadline? I don't know if the Yankees are really going to be keen to that one, Daydara. Harry Ford. I would need to look at kind of guys that I see, but I wouldn't want to trade Harry Ford for a guy that's in a contract year at the deadline. It would have to be someone crazy. It would have to be someone pretty wild. I feel like a third baseman could be a potential there. An outfielder is an easy answer as well, because, you're still, wondering about Luke Raley and Dom and Mitch, how they're all going to look. But if you could try and snag Arenado from the Cardinals in some capacity, Jack, there it is. I know Arenado's making a ton of money, but at the deadline, well, I don't know what the trade evolves after that, but Arenado for Harry Ford, Arenado's not a free agent until 2028. It's a lot of money, but it's That's my initial thought there. Selson gives off greatness vibes. He does have a ton of, I think, he's got that aura. He's got, that flash about him that seems like he could very easily rise to the, maybe, I don't want to give him Julio level, but trading Ford for Paredes and a high leverage reliever. Ah, interesting. He's 15. I think he's 17 now, Selston, but he is young. Michael, 4.99. Another super chat. I appreciate that. Keep it up. I will keep it up. I appreciate that. Whenever it pops up, again, thank you. It just takes some time. Like, members and subs pop up pretty quick. Super chats, though, it's like they're walking in quicksand. Don't understand. Dylan Moore just disappoints you? I mean, 320 in spring, Chris. So 320 in spring's disappointing. No, I'm just kidding. Regular season, Dylan Moore, I get it. Like, there's a lot of high highs, but very low lows. You want him to be more consistent, and I get that. And I think, say at the deadline, the Mariners need a reliever. I feel like even right now, if like another injury happens or there's a big setback, he's been stellar this spring. True. If, say, the Mariners needed to go out and make a move right now, trade for a reliever or something, one of the utility guys, depending on how big of a reliever you want to get, like Dylan Moore, Sam Haggerty, like Samad Taylor, probably like Samad Taylor, Sam Haggerty, whatever. But like you could probably be comfortable trading any of those three with the depth that you have kind of set in place, with how also the prospects are rising, to trade one of those guys for another reliever if you really needed to. I don't think they need to right now, but like say Brash was out for the year, then it's like a different conversation. Am I disappointed with what happened to Jackson Kowar? Of course. Never want to see an injury like that happen, or just, a setback happen like that. But also he's looking really good in spring, and obviously now like nothing from the Kelenic trade will, happen this year. There it is. Michael Merriman with the $4.99 through Super Chat. I appreciate it. Moore can play short too. Hard to find a Moore. It is, the super utility guy that can play a role for you offensively is hard to find. Ford makes the most sense since Cal is so young. Has been an albatross. He'll be fine. Oh, I just kicked a garbage can. An albatross, huh? It's a fun word. It's a very fun word. Easily the most exciting prospect for you. Huge ceiling. Accent, I think you replied to this tweet where it was someone reorganizing the Mariners prospects and Selson was one, and you asked like, is it based around like highest upside? So it's hard to not look at what his potential could be, because he's already super high in our prospect rankings, and we haven't even seen him play really, like at all. And dude's already up there. Like there's a reason for it, and it's because he's got without a doubt the highest upside. He might have a very low ceiling, or nope, that's not the way that works. A low floor. He's probably got the biggest gap, in terms of top prospect capabilities. Like he could really, truthfully, be nothing, but he could also be the next Francisco Lindor. Also, his personality, nice kid, does seem like a very, approachable, personable, bright young star. So, Cal's almost 27, so you don't know about young. Cal is an interesting one just because he's like on the older side, but like his service time is not like that crazy. Like free agent in 2028, Harry Ford will have 2.5 seasons, I think, under his belt at that point. Whether or not he's catching in the field or like, Cal's full-time at DH at that point. Like, there's a lot of possibilities with how the roster will look even by the end of this year. Going to 2025, I think, is going to be a very different time for Mariners fans, because we've seen a lot of the pitching prospects come up, but now it's time for the hitting prospects to kind of start, punching into the major leagues. So Where are the Jared Kelenic stands? Hold on. Let me pull back the curtain really quick. That is a spring training Jared Kelenic jersey. It's right there. I'm hiding it from the world with the layout. Hiding it from the world. You'll never see it again. Retired Jared Kelenic stan. Jeter Martinez, dude, I'm so gassed about Jeter Martinez, bro. I want him to be so good. I want him to be the next big like pitching prospect that breaks through for the Mariners. In love with what I've seen from him. Where's freaking Colton? That's a great question. Let's say hi to him really fast. At 27, you're either a top baseball player or a dead rock star. Facts. Damn, we're just dropping 27 club references like that, Mr. Sticky? That's crazy. Could Ford or Cal move to third? Lord, I would love to see Cal Raleigh play third base. No. Cal, no. Harry Ford is a better athlete. Yes. Cole Young, Colt Emerson, Celestine for second, third, and short in 2020. Not by 2026. I think 2027 Celestine will probably be ready. It would take a long time. Not a long time. How do I say this? Young will be in the league next year. Emerson could be next year by like the end of the year, but more of like a 2026 thing. And Emerson is so far ahead of Celestine in terms of like professional like innings played. Like got drafted last year, played in the complex league, went to Modesto, has seen a lot of action in spring training. Like I think that Peter, hello. I think that it's probably more of like a 2027 thing. Celestine and Emerson are both starting in Modesto. Is Emerson actually going to start in Modesto? Realistically, Accent, my thought process behind that, if that's the case, it'd be more so Celestine's there the entire year. I think Celestine will be in Modesto the entire year unless he's hitting 400. Like, unless it's like a Gabby Gonzalez situation where dude's like genuinely hitting like 400, then you move him to Everett. I think Emerson, similar situation to Young last year, half the season. But I think Celestine will probably be there the entire year just to like get innings, just to get like the guaranteed playing time. Sure, he moves up to freaking Everett, and of course he's going to see time. He will see innings no matter what. But I would, if not the whole season, the majority of the season. Just because professionally, Emerson is probably at least a half a year ahead of Celestine, in my opinion. So that's maybe I'm being like kind of like narrow-minded, being a bit like shallow in my foresight for how good of a player he actually is. But I would say that he probably needs another half season to catch up to where Emerson is. So say he plays in like the Arizona Fall League next year, or like, you know, there's some other like the Summer League doesn't make any sense because regular baseball's happening in the summer. If there's like a fall league that Celestine plays in that say Emerson doesn't, then he can kind of like catch up maybe. But Cole Young, September call-up? Yo, guys! Maybe. Depends on how the team's looking. Depends on how well he's doing in Arkansas and whether or not he's even in Arkansas anymore. Colt Emerson and Emerson Hancock will be scary. It's definitely a tough one to kind of navigate there. Colton and I have, and even Colton's name getting thrown into Colt Emerson and Emerson Hancock. Like if I ask Colton a question about Colt Emerson and Emerson Hancock, and I refer to one of them as Emerson, does he know who I'm talking about? If I say, Colton, how do you think Emerson and Hancock are like, I guess the and is, a good, part of the speech there, but still it can be kind of tricky. Emerson, true. Did actually play in the Arizona Fall Instructional League. They just don't record stats. Well, that's good then. That's good to know. I think my idea probably stays. Because if that's the case, then are they going to be trading off like short and third, or like is like someone like because like Ty Pete's still going to be there? Is Ty Pete just DH forever now? Like is he just relegated to DH, or is it going to be like a rotating a rotating door of like short third DH for those three guys? Because like Ty Pete's still going to be in Modesto next year too. I don't know. Lord, I'm just a guy on YouTube talking. I don't know anything more than you do. Bryce Wu and Brian Miller, I would like to say America stuff that I said that on purpose. Totally didn't. Sounds like someone or a couple are going to become trade bait. Don't you dare, Nick. No, I want to become a prospect hugger, and I want all of the guys that are top level prospects to make the team and just be the best team ever. It's like doing like a fantasy redraft and like NBA or like 2K or like MLB The Show, where you draft all the young guys and you don't have to sign them to expensive contracts, and you've got the best team in the world. A full roster of shortstop, second base. Celestin could grade out as a center fielder, my friend. It's possible. And Emerson can play third. Or maybe not. Maybe he can't play third. He might grade out better as a third baseman. There's potential for them to grow out of the shortstop second base constraints. Mariner Steve. What's up, bro? For all of you who aren't aware, the Luis Urias 475 WRC Plus is inevitable. Steve, I'm going to need the Sebi Savala WRC Plus in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, Steve, 3, 2, 85. Damn it! Only 85? How did Deidara do that? How did you guys both say the same number? How is that possible? Center field, C-Town fan. I know that Julio's in center field. If you can play center, you can play the corners. So if Selston can move to center, he could then go to the corners. Or if that by that point, in like 5 years, and now Julio's still going to be really good. Who am I kidding? Julio's still going to be really good in 5 years. Steve and I are married now. Confirmed? Confirmed, guys? Have or will you and Colton do a collaborative show with Locked On Mariners, guys? Enjoy watching both of your shows. Joe Godsey. We did the Creator Spotlight series over there on Locked On, where Ty interviewed Colton and I, which was a great experience. Colby was not there until the very end because my power went out in the middle of that interview. It was a strange night, to say the least. But there is like a 30-minute conversation between Ty, Colton, and I. More like a 20-minute conversation between the three of us, and then Colby joins for like the last 10. I was avoiding the Joe Rizzo comment a bunch. No Joe Rizzo. Sorry. Jose Godoy, no thanks. No, thank you. I'm good. Congrats to the beautiful couple. See, Michael gets it. Guys, on that note too, I'm gonna cap off the stream. Dylan, shut up before I revoke your and Steve. I don't want to remove your guys' marriage. I'm trying to cap off the stream with your guys' marriage. Here, I'm trying to end it on a high note for you two, so you guys can ride off into the sunset. Joseph Odom, that's it. That's it. I'm done. No way! You guys are double married. You're double married. Deidara says Odom. Steve, within seconds, says Odom again. You guys just renewed your vows. New topic. If the Mariners rebrand, what color should they use? Ooh. I feel like Joseph. Hey, Peter. I feel like can you restart the stream? Just rewind it all the way back to just there at the bottom of your screen, you can drag the little thing to the beginning if you need. Aaron Urseth comes in with the question that makes me not click end stream. Mariners rebrand, what colors are they changing to? I mean, I feel like I've seen a lot of the old school, like royal blue, yellow kind of shouts recently, and getting away from the, teal and navy blue. So maybe I would probably lean that, because I don't think like a complete colors like scheme revamp. Yo, Stream Elements, you just said that. We should take the purple and teal from the D-backs. We have mountains, purple mountains, majesty. Yo, purple and teal, it could go hard. I just don't know if it fits, because like the Mariners, water, but like does yellow and royal blue really scream water? Teal for the ocean? Yes. Purple for the non-purple. I just think like if you rebrand to like a specific color, it has to be something that like isn't already done. If that makes sense. Like teal and purple's cool, but like all the D-backs fans would just be like pointing and laughing at us like like, we took that from them. So we need to get rid of the black pants. It's possible. It's possible that white pants are coming. Aaron, ultimately, I think royal blue and yellow would be the way to go if they change the color scheme. Just keep it with what they've got already. More yellow, says Seatown fan. Okay. It's time. No, Aaron, it's time. All yellow? No, stop it. Just all yellow uniforms. We are. Who has all yellow unis? Like the Red Sox, City Connect. There's a Pirates alternate out there that's all yellow. Dadar, I get that you're just playing like the name the guy game. And you're better than a lot of people at it. It's like, congratulations. Do the Padres? Ah, like the brown and yellow? True, true. Turn the clock forward unis. The black and the red. Like no one really does red and black in baseball. We look like the banana team. We are the Savannah Bananas, but in Seattle. The Seattle Bananas. You heard it here first. Play banana ball. I mean, with how some of the fans think the Mariners take the organization how seriously they take the game of baseball, they'd think that we play banana ball. Seattle Blunts? Well, that's it, Aaron. That's the one. You could like have the like red and orange be like the flame from like Sparking Up or something. Possible. Would you do brown? Would like brown be part of the colorway? Dude, I don't know. We have gone off the rails a lot. Okay? And it is my favorite part about the streams of just being able to sit here and talk. And Pong giveaways, crazy. Earlier, Yeti, I said we'd trade Harry Ford for Nolan Arenado, clip it and ship it, call the day. Don't think that would happen, but I don't have the mental capacity to put a trade together for you right now. So that brown and green with a fire-colored cap. Thinking like also like like some of the 90s Sonics colors, like the dark red and like man. Man, oh man. This has certainly been a stream of all times. Got some super chats today. Jack with a 2, Michael with the 4.99. I appreciate it. Everyone who was here chatting with me the entire time. Congrats to the happy couple of Daydara and Steve. Again, big congratulations to them. I appreciate people hanging out, chatting, keep me entertained on this Sunday evening. Accent, trying to push that narrative is going to be hard for you because there's a lot of fans that like Harry Ford. So good luck in your agenda. I will not be supporting you in that. It's time you go out on your own. Lucario, stop. We're not playing. No, stop. No. All right, Lucario, he did it. Goodbye, guys. Bye.